facility that is that nice.
And we get spoiled there.
Last year when the big boys came up from down south, Tony Toast,
Matt Crafton.
I was talking to Matt Crafton. I go, Matt, you've been around a lot of tracks. I said, how does this track rate? And I said, don't candy coat it for me. I said, how does it rate to you? And he goes, man, this place is freaking awesome.
Uh-huh.
And that made me feel good. That made me feel proud for Jerry's facility, you know.
Right.
But
when a 3-time NASCAR champ does something like that, you know,
right. That's a good.
But he also
pat on
said
the
his
back.
favorite track of all time was Atlanta, where you got to have a shoe size bigger than your IQ to want to run fast at that place.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a lot of us around here.
Well, Jerry's not laughing.
Present company excluded.
And his favorite track is Banks.
Well,
is that right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right on.
That guy loves Sunset.
Well,
he does.
They're all nice
That's
facilities.
his favorite track.
They really are.
Yeah.
And he came to Speed Week last year, Banks. He came to Sunset.
Yep.
That was it.
I saw somebody ask on Facebook if Kenny Wallace was going to come with Kenny Schrader.
Good luck with that.
Anybody
one.
know?
They threaten it every once in a while.
They threaten every once. Yeah.
Those guys have schedules. I mean, they're running 100+ races a year.
Right.
I mean, if you can get them out here, that's great. I mean, it brings a lot of national exposure to the racetracks just because you got that name here. But
Well, look at what it did for Claire Cup last year, having Crafton out here.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I mean, that was huge.
Well, and that's great when you can use a name like that to promote your race. I mean, you saw the benefits of it with the fans in the stands, and we see it, at the Bud Nationals when Matt Crafton shows up, or
and
other
the 32B.
Well,
we got to include these other guys who are up here as well.
But they do I think every year down at Bakersfield they do a Kevin Harvick night that packs the grandstand. He's from Bakersfield, so he comes home to run one race on the dirt, and they pack the house. So when you got that big name, I don't care where you're at, it's going to draw the fans.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy how many fans they draw.
It is.
Well,
I mean,
World Outlaws, prime example.
Oh my gosh!
You get that the standing room only, turning people away. The semi truck races last year, we were turning people away at the gate, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
As we sold out of everything. I mean,
no room to park, no nothing.
No room to park. No room to park. No room
slammed.
to. It was some intense.
So you got some special events this year. The monster
we're
truck.
We're going to do monster trucks this year. We're going to try that once.
I saw that. So how is that? What monster trucks are you bringing? He's a busy man. His phone's going off. He's in trouble.
There we go.
So let's talk about the monster truck deal.
No.
Perfect.
What monster truck series is coming?
It was the Leach one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, he's got the American.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So how many? Do you know how many they're bringing, or what they're expecting?
I think they're bringing 4, maybe 5.
And it's gonna be like a freestyle deal, and
Yep.
those guys are crazy.
Yep.
So that's a 2-day show.
Yes.
You've got the Western
Is that
Sprint
something
Tour.
like Larry Hagman runs?
No.
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 Not the
bigger.
tough trucks.
They have some new jet fire breathing truck they're bringing now too.
Really?
Oh my
Wow.
word!
What do they
I don't
call
know
those?
exactly what it is. He's all bragging about it, and he thinks it's a pretty
Transformer.
Cool deal. So,
Yeah.
I've seen one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. So
Car crushing, dragon breathing.
that'll be
et cetera, et
interesting.
cetera.
And I bet it'll pack the stands.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
you
sure
bet.
it will. So, is there anything you want to address personally, Jerry? I mean, I know there's been a million questions answered. Is there anything that you want to clear up that there's a lot of people asking you? Or?
I mean, I think actually we've covered everything. I mean, we're gonna look for somebody to run the track and stuff, but we're gonna take our time to do it. Me and Jim's gonna make sure we get the right person in there, and we'll just be in there until we have to be, until we can find that person.
Chris is still willing to come out and help.
Oh yeah, I mean,
transition.
we talked to Chris quite a bit. I mean, he's hopefully he's just needs a break for a couple years.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Well, here's a guy that's just been so committed, with a young
Yes.
family. I mean, I can kind of see
He
Chris's
does,
perspective.
Yes,
And,
it is, and
totally.
it's tough. I mean,
yeah.
it's tough. It's a tough situation. It's a tough job to have.
Well, in the hours he puts in, but he's an
Yes.
artist. He's an
Yeah.
artist with the
Yeah.
surface.
Yeah.
I think you might even be, my personal opinion, finding a guy to prep the track and someone else to run the track.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm
is
looking for.
probably
I
your
don't
best
wanna-
bet.
I mean, Chris was probably one of the few guys that you could depend upon to do everything.
Well, that's the thing. Chris wasn't just the track prep guy.
No.
He did,
Well,
he was out
look
there
who he learned from.
hooking up kegs of beer when they were delivered and,
Yeah.
and facility maintenance and,
He did everything.
He
Chris
did everything.
worked hard.
Big
Chris.
full
And,
full meal.
Yeah.
And, I wish he was still there because it made it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Well, when you got one guy that can do it all, I
Yes.
totally see where you're coming from. But
Well, especially from the cloth that he's cut from, being essentially an Arnold.
yeah, I mean,
He is an Arnold by marriage,
the
but
lineage,
it's
taking that knowledge down from prep track from Clara to Bill, who
Evelyn. Evelyn
he's
taught him all the
business,
and Bill taught him the track and
Yep.
and the equipment.
It's going to be, I can't imagine what it's like to try to run one of those graders around that track and make a smooth surface. I mean, it truly takes. I mean, talking to Chris, I talked to him about it a lot. He says, "Man, it's learning it." He said it was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not easy.
Well, and-
I haven't ran one in years, to be
well,
honest.
especially standing up on your tiptoes, hunched over, so you don't hit your head on the top of the grader. It's a talent. I mean,
What have you been doing?
have you ever have you ever seen Chris out there on a grader?
Yes, I have.
I remember seeing Claire out there and when on the old one when he was turning knobs and changing
Yeah.
the blade, and it was kind
Oh,
of wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it
I'm
was
probably not that tough. I'll probably bring the nice cat grader from town.
yeah,
Right on.
whatever you got to do to make it easy, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So, any other big changes that you guys you got on the
Docket.
forefront? Yeah.
I mean, we just got the Mod Nationals and no, nothing real serious. I mean,
Yeah? Okay.
No,
Well, we definitely want to thank you for coming in and
Yes.
talking with us, Jerry.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
cleared a lot of questions and made everything a lot clearer to me. And it's not that important
Well,
for
it's
me to
just-
understand it, but for the racers out there listening, that really want to know and need to know,
Right.
it's real. Thank you very much.
Because we've got a million
You're
people
welcome.
asking
Thanks for
us
having us. No,
what and why, and we can't answer those. It's
well,
like,
we
hey,
probably
look.
should have done this a couple months ago.
Well, you know what? We've got it done.
Yeah.
I don't think if there's any questions, go back and listen to the episode. It's posted. They can go back and listen to it, and the information's there. And I think this was a great thing for our entire racing community. I know you're a busy man.
Oh, we can't wait to get started. I mean, I hope the sunshine comes out. And
Oh,
Yeah,
all of
so-
us.
we're ready to go racing.
We're
Heck yeah.
all
We're excited.
that car show kind of got the blood flowing,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of going racing, what are we looking at for practice this weekend?
If we don't get rain, we're practicing.
that track. He says it's ready. He says that the drainage
I'll be putting
system
water
is-
on that track if it doesn't rain.
God, that's good news.
That is.
That is
Yeah.
good.
That's good. So glad to hear that.
And the week after, we're still looking good, weather dependent.
If we don't get the weather, we're racing.
Oh man, I'm ready.
I mean,
Chills.
if we don't get practice off this weekend and the following week is good, I'll try to have a practice on Friday night.
Oh, there you go.
I'd like to have a practice before they go racing.
Sure, absolutely. And if you got a race,
I mean, if I have to have practice on Thursday night, I don't care. We'll get her done. But
Is that in the plan for the entire year to have practice on Friday nights? Isn't that
No.
the way it's always been? No practices?
no, we'll have some, but we're
Uh-huh.
not going to do every Friday night.
Yeah.
So you'll
I
just
mean,
let people know.
Probably
what-
at the beginning of the year, we'll do more. I mean, we'll
Right.
advertise it, and go karts is going back to Sundays.
Right.
that's
We're not doing Friday nights on go karts no more. It's going to go back to Sundays.
yeah. Well, I don't think that's a bad call.
No, I
No.
don't think so.
I
I,
mean,
think it's
with guys having, dads having to
Yes.
work and parents having to
Yes.
work on Fridays and get to the
tough
track.
to get off work on Friday.
It is.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Gotta
I think
improve
we'll
the cart count.
We'll be there with some speedway stuff and doing some speedway carts.
Yeah. Got a few of them in here.
Yeah.
Maybe
Slow
I'll
but
race
sure.
go karts.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Can't afford big cars.
Well, it's hard to justify spending the kind of money to race. I mean, it really is. And with kids, and I can do this with. I was on the track last year and practice with our kids, and just that was so fun. And we get out there with these guys and just go have some fun.
Yeah.
And you can't race when you're in the booth,
No,
right?
no, it makes it tough.
It does. So
I've seen you try and play iRacing
I don't do.
on this computer
I'm
while we're
not a
doing the
gamer.
show, and I'll tell you what, you
I-
can't even type with all your fingers. I
I'm
don't think
not
you
a-
can iRace, bro.
I'm not an iGamer. I'm not a gamer. Period. And these guys here are talking
They
about
got
great.
a new dirt car out, or new dirt
Yep.
racing out, don't they?
Yeah, we started looking at that. That's
Uh-oh.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
We've been looking at the computer setups with multiple screens and everything.
Do you guys have Billy from down there in Bakersfield with Motor City Throwdown? You've seen this guy in his house. He's got 2 large screens. He's got full-on pedal assemblies and steering wheels and seats.
Oh, that's Jesse
hydraulics.
Williamson.
Does Jesse have that too?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
these guys are spending some big-time money on these games.
That
and
is fun.
This is and it's hardcore. I mean, these guys are serious about their video games down there. And
Yeah.
It's not just
he
a
just
game. You
spent
race-
$500 for a set of pedals for this video game, and he says $500 for a stack of tires. $500 for pedals for the video game. Racing isn't cheap. That's what he said.
You
know?
race people all over the world on that iRace.
That's
thing,
pretty
man.
cool.
It is a
Exactly.
cool deal.
Yep.
That's pretty neat.
And
so.
it is more affordable than going
So
out and
how
buying
often-
$35,000 open motor, you know?
Jerry, how often are you on the video games?
Never.
Never.
I've never been on it.
I'm not one of those guys either. And these guys here, we're talking all
Because
kinds of...
Jesse and they keep telling me I need to get it, but I don't because
It's a
no.
kick, isn't
Then
it?
you won't get any work done ever. You'll
No,
stay home
never,
and race
never.
all day with the
Yes,
grandkids.
all day.
See?
Skippy's
Okay.
over
I
here.
understand where he's coming
Skippy's
from.
over here
Yeah.
endorsing it.
Skippy needs to endorse it. He needs to get on there and practice. He's got that Hornet. Well,
And we saw what happened last year with the Hornet. I mean, he couldn't even make a main.
oh, man.
Wow.
Whoa. Wait a second. There's going to be a fight here in a minute.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
hang on.
Three shades of red.
In his defense, it was a mechanical failure.
Well, didn't the car catch on fire once?
In his defense, you're the one.
No, that was Jeremy Means.
Oh, it was Jeremy, yeah. And when he wrecked
Same
the car.
car though.
Yep.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Jeremy wrecked the go-kart up there at Salem and got hurt.
yeah, he
That was
did.
a bad wreck.
Yes, he
I
did.
was shocked when I saw that because these go-karts, these speedway carts, there's no cage. You get one of those upside down, it hurts. I know.
Yes, I bet.
Or into the wall in turn 1. Or
It's no fun.
Turn 3, yeah.
I've done it. Don't do it. Bad news.
Yeah.
So,
Dane Bramage.
yes, I ain't gonna lie. I've got it. Permanent.
I race.
That's-
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hydraulic seats, man. It just moves you around a little.
Well, and these guys are moving. I mean, their cars,
Yeah.
it's full-on simulator.
Oh, it's great.
It's pretty awesome. So, again, Jerry, thanks for coming
Yes,
in, man.
thanks, Jerry.
Thank you guys, and I'm going to head out and.
Get back to
See
another
what's
job, huh?
Oh yeah, I got to head back to Vancouver and bring some tires down for Heather for the grader tomorrow,
Okay.
and get some stuff done at the racetrack tomorrow.
Right on. Well, again, thanks for coming on the show
Thank you.
and helping out and answering the questions. And we will see you, if not this Saturday at the track, we'll see you the week after.
Right
Awesome,
on.
bud. Thanks.
Jerry.
Drive
Thank you.
safe. Thanks for coming
we're
in.
going to a break here.
Yeah, we're going to go to a quick break and get some water and kind of chill out and talk about things. Yeah, do a couple laps. We'll be right back from the Jetstream Aqua Massage Studio.
Archer Floor Coverings has been a family-owned and operated business since 2000. Archer Floor Coverings provides free estimates and specializes in multiple types of floors, such as carpet, vinyl, laminate, and hardwood. They have the entire Willamette Valley covered from Albany to Eugene and over to the Oregon coast. Archer Floor Coverings is serious about their work. They do all installations themselves. No subcontractors are ever used. Come see the beautiful showroom at Archer Floor Covering, 3775 Olympic Street, Springfield. From sales to installs, we can do it all. Archer Floor Covering, where your floor becomes our business. Give us a call today for a free estimate, 541-747-2608. Again, that's 541-747-2608. Whether it's new construction or a remodel project, we floor it.
Race fans, are you ready for the biggest, baddest, fastest street stock tour this side of the Mississippi River? The Road to the Iron Giant is coming to a racetrack near you.
8 different tracks that will test the best talent in the West on both dirt and asphalt. Don't miss the kickoff to the 2017 series on April 29th at the Bobby Morley Memorial at Sunset Speedway.
On May 20th, we prepare for the war at the southern border at Southern Oregon Speedway in White City.
Hold on to your lug nuts, race fans. June 3rd, the Street Stocks take on the Sportsman Division of Madras Speedway.
If that wasn't exciting enough, they're going to do it all again on June 10th in round number 2, the Street Stocks versus Sportsmen at River City Speedway in St. Helens.
June 24th, we head to Cottage Grove Speedway to honor the memory of racing legend Mark Howard at the 11th annual Mark Howard Memorial Wallbanger Cup in a 52-lap, $1,026 to win feature event.
July 29th, things get hot and heavy when the dirt cars invade the asphalt at Douglas County Speedway.
August 26th, a tidal wave of action hits Coos Bay Speedway as the best of the best battle at the beach.
September 3rd wraps up the action as the series championship gets settled at the second annual Iron Giant Championship night at Willamette Speedway in Lebanon. One driver walks away with the Iron Giant trophy and the title of Iron Man.
We'll sell you the whole seat,
but you'll only need the edge.